90% of the game is just dedicated to the wall, or like 90% of what people do is just dedicate themselves to the wall. And I don't know how to make a good layout of like I want to take some sort of inspiration from like Glitch Heaven, of like, you know, you go to this area for like this glitch, you go to this area for this glitch. But we kind of did that with like the floors to some extent, but it doesn't work because everyone just goes to the wall. Oh, I hate that wall. I wish I never made it. And like I showed you like the customization thing I made for the revamp game, right? Of like the edit mode.
Yes.
Yeah, like I'm really, really proud of that, but I feel like no one will like it. And I simply, just overall, I even asked my brother about this. He has a degree in CS with an emphasis in game design. He's made multiple games at this point. And he works for the Nox crew. Like, if there's anyone to ask in my life, it would be him. And he literally said, like, I have no idea how you would lay out the game to achieve this. Like, the best thing you can do is just try stuff and see how people react. But like, people don't like change, you know? Alex pinged he pinged the whole Discord server and said like, hey, should we keep the floors approach or should we make like a more open plan? Where like you go to different sections of the map for different things. And I think like 80% of people voted for keeping the floors. I was like, where do you put all of the scalable stuff if you're gonna be in a closed up environment like that? It simply doesn't work.
I mean, the way that it is now, right, is just that like it's on the bottom floor, basically.
Yeah. Like I have some ideas for what's that one Tekken stage of like, oh, Infinite Azure. Do you know that?
No.
Infinite Azure is like, it's a completely open stage. It's literally just like you know, when cartoon characters get teleported to like the void, and it's just like a white abyss. Yeah, and like they walk around, but there's no like depth perception or anything because like there's no objects. It's kind of like that, except the floor is just water, and it's like a blue sky. Anyway, sorry, stupid explanation, but you know, like the test zone.
What is that? Like the base plate and scalable wall?
Yeah, like the giant gray base plate, which was green for a while, and it looked really, really nice. And then Alex made it gray again when he reverted the Christmas update. But what was I gonna say? I pushed an update at one point for that because people kept asking like, hey, why don't you make the base plate bigger? Because, you know, they do all these speed glitches now where they're going 30,000 studs per second, and so they fly off the end of the base plate in like 20 seconds, no matter how big I make it. And so I made a feature where it's just, if you go off of the base plate in a certain direction, it just like keeps a base plate underneath you at all times. So you can just go on forever. And I'd like to make a sort of like a teleport to like a different place for the sake of like speed glitching and stuff. And it's kind of like an Infinite Azure type deal. And then, have you ever played Kotek's glitch game? It's very bare bones. It's literally just like a base plate with like a scalable wall, some ladder flicks and stuff, and you just walk around and I don't know, mess about. But like I was hoping for the main area, it could be something more like that. And then like if you want to go beyond the bounds, there's like a different area that you can teleport to. I don't know. It all like all the ideas feel good in my head, and then like I actually think about them and I try to render them in my thoughts and they don't make any sense.